Welcome to Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. And right now I am in what you would call a very busy street. And I'm going to go down this way because there's hardly any vehicles. Now, I have been here for about an hour. I came down here from Bandung by train. Took about 3.5 hours to get down here. And I will admit, I have been to Jakarta before. About 9 years ago when I was backpacking, came here, didn't like it, left after 2 days. I came down hoping that this place has improved, and I've yet to change my mind. So from the train station to here, the traffic was crazy. And the hostel I'm staying in is just that one there. It's called the Baka Lodge. It's one of the better ones within Jakarta, and it did get recommended to me by one of the guys I met in Yogyakarta. So this is in the middle of Chinatown, and this video is just to give you a rough idea of the area that I'm staying in. See if my first impressions of the place today has changed from 9 years ago. Already coming out of the hostel, I'm a bit on edge. Everywhere on each floor within the place I'm staying is signs saying do not hold your phone while walking, it'll be stolen. So holding this expensive camera in my hands. Now there are touristy areas around Jakarta, and they're all a fair bit away from here. And I guess coming here is just going to be a bit of an experience. Whenever I've met anybody backpacking around the world and they're just starting out and they need some advice about backpacking, the best one I can give is, if you're going to go to a country, enjoy the cities, the countryside, but keep away from the capital. Most capitals are not an indication of what a country is like, and if people do want to go to see a capital city, then I would suggest staying for one night, see all the sights that you need to see, and then get out. Is that fair? Now I know loads of people live in Jakarta, and it's not their fault. But the hustle and bustle of a capital city, it's not for me. On my visa for Indonesia, I only have 8 days left, and that's 8 days to see a bit more of the next island up, which is another reason I'm not staying too long here. But tomorrow I will be out and about to see the touristy things. And because it is Chinatown, it was a temple. Right, I think I need to go across this way. Mind you, don't know how to get in. There's a lot of smoke. I think the entrance is that way. So there is a lot of poverty in Jakarta. And driving through, you could see all the nice parts, the bad parts. Hello. How are you?
Fine.
You okay? Thank you. Wow. Take my shoes off. So that was inside the one temple. And this is probably the quietest place I've been to in Jakarta so far. Oh, there's another one in there. Wonder how many there is. So I've come into the second one. And there's different places you can pray to. So that was the Chinese temple. Oop. Anybody want a bird for sale? And obviously this video is meant to be first impressions of Jakarta, not Chinatown, but because that's where I am. Looks like a market. Now traffic within Southeast Asia, Indonesia, is always a bit crazy. But not as crazy as this place. The taxi driver that brought me here, my God, he should be working in Formula One. God, that was a tight squeeze. Because Jakarta is by the sea, there's a lot of fish. Oh, should I get a Chinese costume? No, let's not be offensive. So there's been a few stalls back there that's got crabs, sea sponges, and to be honest, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm hoping I'm doing a bit of a loop to get back to the hostel. And the place I'm staying in is only 110,000 a night. Right, I've left the side street and come out to one of the main streets. And you can definitely tell it's Chinatown. especially when you look at that thing there. Wow. And I definitely haven't done a loop, so I might have to get the map out just to work out where I'm going. So this is the main street with, and I don't know how I got in the middle. And there seems to be a lot of construction work going around everywhere you look. Please let me cross. Thank you. Now I am a backpacker. I have been around to so many places around the world. But this place sets me on edge. I don't know why. Oh, we're near a river. Or let's compare rivers around Indonesia to see on a level of 1 to 10 how clean it is. Oh my god, you can smell it just without even going near in it. Well, there's things alive in it, so it must be healthy-ish. That's not as dirty as I thought it'd be, apart from the smell. That's definitely a 5. Yeah, that stinks. Now, I was talking to a guy in the hostel who got here yesterday. He's been out and about. The only place he's been to is the financial district, where he did say it's really modern but very small. And this is the quietest I've seen the traffic so far. And another thing with this place is, as I go around each place, I will smile and people smile back. There's not a lot of them doing it round here. Right, I think I've seen enough of this place. I think I might just walk to the end here and then head back to the hostel. Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hey, hi.
How are you?
Very good.
Very good. Good.
He is officially the friendliest person in Jakarta. I don't know what they were playing. So I'm heading back to the hotel. I'm just going to follow the road that I was on. I think there is a path that takes me over this bridge, and then this road will take you to the main road where I started from before I headed back into Chinatown. I will be doing a video tomorrow It will be all the touristy places to go to in the city. It will be upbeat. There will be lots of smiles. At least I think this is the main road I'm starting from. Yeah, I'm going to walk this way. And there will be people out there watching this going, I've been to Jakarta, it's amazing, or how dare you, I live in Jakarta, how dare you. But when you've been to other cities in Indonesia and seen what it's like, it's a bit like when people say to me, I've been to England, and I'll go, oh yeah, where have you been? I've been to London. That's not England. That's just a tourist trap. You should get out of London and see the places. Yeah, but London's got everything. And the other thing about Jakarta is it's got a lot of pollution. You can actually feel it as you're breathing in. Looks like there's a museum over there. Try and get closer. So I'm just trying to work out where I am right now. Oh wow, what's that over there? It's a bit modernish. I think that means I need to cross the road if I want to have a look at it. So I just had a kindly policeman that just let me cross the road. Oh, so that's a train station. That's handy to know for when I leave. So this is the main road I'm meant to be going. Aye. Just saying thank you to the policeman. And this is a major construction work that's happening around here. This is what's causing all the traffic. Drivers to get a bit angry. In various places around the city as I've been driving from the train station down here, there's a lot of posh hotels. Obviously Jakarta's got a business side and a financial side, so they're going to have posh hotels that I can't afford. But yeah, 2 nights maximum, no more. I'm coming to the end of the quiet road and already I can see traffic ahead. So with my 8 days left and trying to get to the mainland of Malaysia or Singapore, what are my plans? Well, tomorrow, whilst I'm doing my happy video of Jakarta, I'll be trying to find out how to get across to the next island up. Oh, there's bikes everywhere. Don't know how I'm going to cross this. With gritted teeth. My God, that worked. Wow. So there is a ferry it's going up to the next island up, and there is a city that's nearby. And I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head, but I can't. But I'm going to try and get a train up there, ferry across, and there's 3 or 4 cities I need to get to before I get to my final destination, other than getting a ferry out of Indonesia. Now it sounds very, very vague, and that's because it is. I don't know what I'm doing at all. Oh. I've already paid for my 2 nights, so I can't leave without doing my 2 nights here. No, you're okay, thank you. Cheers. I would love to stay and have his menu, but most of my budget has gone for the day, so I'm off to a shop to buy some noodles, which will be for my evening meal. And that's the one there, Indo Market. Now most of Indo markets in Indonesia are basically the same. I'll have a little wander in, show you what it's like. Thank you. Oh, always aircon. Oh, right. Where are the noodles? Noodles. There they are. That's the one for me. 5,300. So that's my evening meal. Add hot water and you're away you go. So I have done one complete loop to give you an idea of the area that I'm in, and also my first impressions of the city. I think they get the gist of it. They're not good. But tomorrow's video, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. There'll be smiles, there'll be look at this, isn't this crazy? So if you want to see that video, you better subscribe. If you've enjoyed me moaning about this place, then press that like button. But I'm now at the hostel, just there. I'm going to find some kettles, boil this up, and have some dinner. But until next time, bye bye for now.